for the 20 people who watched my little video yesterday, some of you messaged me going, "Oh, cool." So I thought, whilst going on my daily walk, where no one's going to bump into me, I thought I'd talk to my phone. For one main reason, that the world as we know it has changed a lot, and there's a new normal, and that new normal is quite scary. We can't go out, we can't meet friends, we can't go and give our mums and dads cuddles for their birthdays or Mother's Day. That's quite daunting. And the knock-on effect of all of this coronavirus stuff and being in isolation and can't moving is it's going to affect people's mental health. I'm going to talk about something very briefly that I promised I would never ever talk about, in the hope that if it just helps one person, if it makes one person open up to me or to a friend or to somebody, then it's worthwhile doing. I've tried to promise myself to do one new thing a day, or do something differently, whether that's help someone or buy my shopping from an independent shop. It's something good. On the face of it, for those of you who know me, or for the 20 people who follow me, you probably think he's got everything, or maybe you don't. You probably think, what a vain bastard. You probably think, what an arsehole. Fair enough. Yeah. No, you look at my Instagram, post gym progress pics, and you think he's another one of those. You see me on Twitter ranting about Liverpool, another one of those. But there's a reason behind that. There's a reason why everybody does what they do. I guess for me, the gym as well, and the pictures were a form of escape. The last 9 months, very few of you know, but the last 9 months have been awful. I'm not doing this to get people message me saying, "Oh, I'm so sorry." I'm doing this in the hope that it helps one person open up. Because for the crap 9 months I've had, of which many of you also have, my way of escape was routine. And that routine was getting out my car, putting in my headphones, getting on the train, going to work. There would be a break in that routine, which would be when I left the office, got back on the tube, especially when I was feeling really down, I'd just start crying. And as a 27-year-old man who probably comes across very vain, very confident, for me to stand here and go, I would burst, I'd start crying on the tube on the way home. It's not me wanting attention, it's me saying, you don't know what's going on in people's lives, but my escape mechanism was routine and work. Not necessarily opening up at work, but having something to distract me. And then I'd be on the way home, I'd let out emotion, and then I'd get home and train. And my way to keep that going would then be doing things like posting progress pictures up on Instagram. I didn't deal with the issues in my head. At least not properly anyway. but because I didn't feel like I had to, because I was distracted with work and the gym. For many, many people, that's gone and there's a new normal. And there's thousands, millions of people out there that use that as an escape mechanism. And their escape mechanism's gone, and now they're trapped at home without getting into routine, without going to work, without going to the gym to help the head. And these people are probably sat at home in a very dark place, worried about where the world's going, worried about the job, worried about putting on weight, worried about looking good, worried about their summer 2020 body. Deep down, these people aren't vain. Deep down, these people are crying for help. But they use routine and tradition to cover that up, even if you don't like them. The rule book's out the window. There's a massive pandemic going on globally, of which has had a massive domino effect on other things like mental health. Another escape mechanism I had was football. Yeah, I coach part-time, volunteer, doing my coaching certificates and hopefully badges. Can't do that, but I'm still trying to change the way I do it by making videos for the kids to do with their parents and adults. So please, leave your egos at the gym that you can no longer go in. Leave your issues at work that you can no longer go to. And talk. Message somebody. Because that one person you might message, it might be the best thing that's happened to them today, this week, this year. You don't know. Ask somebody if they're alright. If it's somebody you've not spoken to for ages, somebody who you fell out with, just message and ask if they're okay. Because these people don't have the normal mechanisms that they've had to hide and to mask things. We've all got a lot of time on our hands now, a lot of thinking time. And if it takes one idiot walking around a field to kick people into helping other people, then cool. It's really windy. I really don't care if 100 people watch this and only one person helps someone else. That's one positive. That's a good thing. And I guess this, for those of you who are still watching this and bored out your skull, sorry. I guess the last thing I'll say is, please, 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 listen to the government's advice. This isn't the normal flu outbreak. If it was, why would they be locking everything down? And if you don't like them, as many of us don't, listen to other people in society, friends, family, me, whoever. And if you don't like me or the people who tell you to do that, listen to McDonald's. If McDonald's is shut everywhere, like their restaurants, shit's up. So, if any of you out there are going through crap or been through crap and want someone to talk to, I've got time. Drop me a message. Drop someone else closer to you a message. It's time to be kind. And it's time to help each other, I think. Yeah. See you later.